Alrighty. So let's get into it. So let's start with some wins. Do we have wins other than vacation? Mike, what you got, bro?
My first NTS report, never done this before, still kind of fuzzy on how this is supposed to work.
Yeah.
But I got a bad from NTS and it said the shingle is no longer in production.
Bummer.
Can't be matched with any of the newer shingles that they make. So it looks like I'm gonna get the full roof replacement instead of just the $900 worth of repairs you just wrote up for.
That's awesome.
Which is good.
That's awesome. So that's a major one. Hell yeah.
We'll see though. I don't know. I've never done this before. I don't know what the insurance company's gonna say.
Well, if they don't make it, I mean, it's kind of hard to debate. You know what I mean? So they're obviously, it has to be like, kind, and quality. It doesn't have to match, but it does have to be like, kind, and quality. So, all right, who else got some wins?
I got an NTS story as well. Independence, discontinued,
Oh, there you go.
not compatible, not in production.
Yep.
So, and the homeowner does have lawn ordinance coverage
Yeah.
or O&L, L&O coverage up to $79,000 because they got a pretty big house. The shingles are stapled down. They've got 2 missing, so they have to call a repair, and there's no shingles that are compatible. So I feel like we can turn this one. It's State Farm though, so they're gonna want a different report from a different shingle thing, but we know how they operate.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
facts are the facts.
How's the Fox Run coming?
Everything was sent over to GAF. So as soon as they approve everything, like based on all the literature that we gave them, they'll take it back to my guy, and then he'll send over the.
They'll kick GAF well?
Yeah, everything has to be sent over so they can approve it, just to make sure it's eligible for the Golden Pledge.
Gotcha.
And then as soon as they sign off on it, then we'll get the contract.
Right on. That's awesome, man.
So hopefully this week.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's a huge win.
Yesterday.
That's a $380,000 job.
$380,000 job.
Nice. Congrats, bro. That's a good one. Major.
I had an adjustment yesterday. Stacy and I finally got one scheduled, finally got the final insurance estimate back. I actually had another adjustment, 2 adjustments last week. And then I did a retail estimate yesterday.
Sweet.
So.
Heck yeah. On roof?
Yeah, yep, on a roof. At the end of the meeting last week, I finally got a final insurance estimate back from dealing with Michelle, and I went back and forth with insurance for a long time. But she finally got them back, and that one's scheduled.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What was the insurance company giving them pushback on? What was the problem?
They only wanted to cover the front slope because there's like 7 different shingles up on that roof. And then it was actually just my dad and his girlfriend. Then they decided they were just gonna do the whole roof. So
Nice.
oh,
That's awesome.
and then Amanda helped me probably get someone's roof approved. Stevens. We finally got an insurance estimate back stating that they only wanted to replace 6 shingles, and they got 2 layers. So we contacted Sumter Township, got them to send over a letter, and had that.
Yeah, so
submitted.
insurance didn't want to send them even the estimate showing that the damage doesn't exceed the deductible. Well, because they know, working with Northgate, we're going to find it, especially if it has 2 layers. So Steven, the homeowner, they didn't get it. They couldn't get it. He called, asked for it. I finally called him to his manager, and I was like, listen, this isn't okay. Like, we need what you guys are writing up. And as soon as we got that, we called the township, and they're gonna have no choice but to approve it. Like,
Yeah.
it's 2 layers.
It's awesome.
So get Michigan code.
These games they're playing is insane. So I'm glad we're all smart enough to play them back, right? You cannot not go off of code or manufacturing specs.
I have something funny that happened to me yesterday. So after I did my retail inspection, I passed a neighborhood that looked very promising. So I started handing out flyers, and when I made it back to my truck, someone put my flyer back on my truck.
You're like looking around.
I know who did it.
But
Oh, you do?
Good for you for
the only
going
door
door
without a
knocking by
flyer.
yourself because not very many people want to door knock on their own. So.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but
Good
I
for
couldn't
you.
pass that neighborhood up.
It's awesome.
That is super cool. Yeah. So listen, the one that I signed yesterday, same way. I was literally driving by. Actually, it was when we were out in Whitmore Lake. We were pulling out of that sub. I was the last one out of the sub, and I just pulled over and stopped. I got out and talked to the dude. He totally thought I was full of crap. He had another roofer come out, and they were like, "No, the roof looks fine. No damage. Well, no storm damage, but here's a $40,000 bid." Right? Tried to sell him a roof. He had his discontinued shingle. Got shingles missing all across the roof. Like,
And there's damage. We all seen it.
there's damage on the roof and it's discontinued. What are we doing? Right? But other roofers get up there and say, "Hey, I'll sell you a roof," knowing damn well they qualify for a roof. It's wild. So, yeah, that's awesome, man. Major win. So I love it. Whenever you see something like that, pull over, take that opportunity, jump out the car, be authentic, say, "Hey, I'm here to help you." I mean, listen, if you guys go into this seriously, all BS aside, you guys go into every single day with how can I help somebody? Or each individual, how can I help this person? You're gonna win every single time. You help them get what they want, you get what you want every single time.
I picked up a check yesterday for retail.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
A full redeck on the house.
That's awesome.
All of us be redecked.
So that redeck thing, I'm curious about that too, right? What's that with building code? So the reason I said that ass backwards, but there's something in the building code that states about the plywood and the 1x. Do you guys have that one?
At least 7/16. If it's 3/8, you can more than likely fight insurance because that's not up to code.
Gotcha.
If they've got code coverage.
Yeah.
That's the caveat.
Gotcha. How do you know that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
How would you not have code coverage, I guess?
It's on the policy.
Code coverage.
It'll be, yeah, it's law and ordinance.
So think about that. The insurance company will give you the opportunity to do things to code and not to code, but it'll drop you.
It's just another rider to get more money.
Dude,
That's all it is. Well, I found it. It's on the declaration page. It'll say law and ordinance, and then it'll tell you how much up to.
nice.
So,
I think Terry, he's not here, but
Mhm.
I think he had some wins.
You did.
Some over the phone Zoom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Terry's been closing a couple. He's got a few of them, I believe, thus far. Some virtual ones that came in. They specifically requested this, which is pretty slick. So the virtual aspect of this is definitely taking off, right? Like people are way more receptive to this than we originally thought. Most of the people that were given an option to, would you rather virtually or in person? Most people say virtually now. It's kind of strange. So be ready for that, right? I think, again, we're still a step ahead of everybody in this direction. And
What's the presentation look like over Zoom?
we're not there yet. So we're working now on getting that automated. So it's just
Honest Terry.
slide it. Not in, he does it based off of material, himself. Yeah. We need to get our actual presentation in there so we can actually do it virtually.
Know, like how it sounds. Like if you listen to it, his version of the presentation.
Mhm.
Over there.
Yeah. He's given them information, price, and most of it's convenient. So a lot of these people,
That's what people want.
that's what they want, man, right? They're paying for convenience. I'm a busy dude. You guys are all busy too. Who's got time? Let's pretend you were gonna have your roof done. Do you have time to meet with 3 different roofers for an hour to 2 hours each appointment? Who's got time to do that, man? This is quick and easy. I give you multiple estimates, multiple offers, whatever it is that you're looking for, like that. And the convenience of your home, right? Now think about this even further. Say you have one husband or wife, whomever, that travels. If they travel a lot, well, the odds of them being in the same room at the same time is like 0, right? Great opportunity. So one of the ones that Terry was able to help out was that exact situation. Husband and wife were traveling, always separate. never really see each other, and both want to be on the same page with the roof. No problem. Set up a quick Zoom call. 10 minutes later, it was a 10-minute conversation. Pretty slick. So, but what I want to do is I want to be able to take and automate that. So the moment we start sending, the moment it comes inbound for virtual, we have automations that send them a video of next step and walk them through the process. So we're going to start to funnel them right to the inspectors. It'd be sweet.